I found this myrtle in a local garden center for about 10 to 15 US dollar. So quite a cheap find, but it's definitely not a bonsai tree. It's never been prepared as a bonsai. But it's got a nice trunk structure, and I think we might be able to make something nice out of this. Let's see. As you can probably see, the trunk here basically consists of two little trees. So this is a separate tree and this is the other tree. So I'm thinking of removing this section because I don't want to build up a tree based on two separate trees that are wiggling and are not really one part. So I'll prune this out straight away. And then there's a nice trunk you can see from here. So the tree definitely has some potential, but one of the difficult things will be is that most of the foliage is on the outer part. So today I'll prune back, scissor back most of this as short as I can towards the base of the tree. But I'll have to leave enough foliage on to make sure that the tree remains healthy. And that's all I do. And then I'll also repot the tree today. The tree right now is planted in an organic soil mixture, which isn't very beneficial to the health of the tree. So by repotting, I can actually place it in better bonsai soil and the tree will be much healthier. So I'll begin repotting now. I take off this old organic soil, place it in a bonsai pot with proper soil, and then do a bit of scissoring of all this foliage. But I'm not going to style the tree completely. It's better to do things a bit slower. So right now it's fall, going into November, so a good time to do this kind of work. And then I'll leave the tree for a half a year or maybe a full year before I style it again. So don't try to do everything in one go. Your tree might die or will slow down significantly. So today the major impact is repotting and a bit of pruning, and then the next time I'll do more pruning and wiring, etc. A quick mention. We have our own bonsai shop where we handpick the bonsai trees, tools and pots that we personally use and recommend. We now ship across Europe, so check the link in the description. So we're back in the garden. It's fall right now, going into winter. And as you can see, the tree really grew strongly in summer. But it took a while for the tree to settle in its pot, I believe, because it didn't grow very strongly at all right after the repotting. But this summer, suddenly it started growing again. There's some berries as well, or flowers. Very healthy again. But we're a little bit stuck with the same problem as last time, being that on the interior of the tree there's no foliage at all, and all the new growth is really put on the outer parts of the tree. this species is something I'm not familiar with, so perhaps I have to accept at some point that it's just a bush and not a tree, and then I have to discard it. But I'm going to give it one more try and prune all these shoots back again to the first set of leaves to really push the tree to grow new foliage on the interior of the tree. So it's a bit of an experiment to see how it responds to this pruning when it's already settled in the pot and strong. The fragrance of the tree is really nice. When you start touching it, there's a really nice smell, so that's definitely a benefit of working with the tree. But anyway, pruning, so it's a very strong pruning, so I'll go branch by branch and I want to keep some foliage on there, but all the strong shoots I'm going to prune out. So I leave a bit of foliage on each of these branches, but I try to prune away as much as I can so that I really force the tree to grow new foliage on the interior. Alright, so this first branch done. I'm leaving some foliage on there, not too much, and then I'll move to the next branch. When you have a tree that's a little similar to this, don't overthink it, don't try to make every cut and in the perfect area. The goal here is just to force the tree to grow new shoots on the interior. So it doesn't matter if I prune here or here. It matters that you prune. And that's very important because that helps the tree to grow new foliage in the places where you want it. So I think a piece of advice is to really try and take one branch at a time, because that way you can really see how much you're pruning off. If I would take this bush, it's much harder, but if I take it branch by branch, I can make these decisions very quickly. All right, I'll take you up close up so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing right here. And I'll repeat this process throughout the entire tree and really prune it back. And then let's see what we're left with, and perhaps we'll do a bit of branch selection. But before we get any foliage on the interior of the tree, we can't do much anyway. So the tree responded with a lot of strong growth. Last time we pruned it back, you could just see that in the video, quite strongly. What it did over summer is that a lot of new growth closer to the trunk. So now finally we have a bit more options as for styling the tree. I don't think this will be a super nice tree. It's a little hard, but I think today we'll make a big step. Just pruning and wiring. And then I think in the next spring perhaps we'll have to repot into a smaller pot, because the smaller the tree gets, the relative size of the pot just gets bigger and bigger and it doesn't look natural anymore. But that's for later. Today, pruning and wiring. Keep track of your bonsai collection with our Bonsai Care app. It offers smart reminders, detailed care calendars, and you can track the progression of your trees over time. It is a free download in the app stores. So it's early spring right now, and so ideal time to repot the tree. I have one pot that I think would really work well on the color of the tree, but it's a little on the small side perhaps, but let's see. It all depends on the root ball. So this is my preferred option, a lot smaller, but at the same time this tree also needs to compact a little more as well. And I have a slightly larger pot with me as well, which I think basically it's a pot for accent plants. It also has just one hole, but I think the color would look really good on a tree as well, so this is a really good alternative. And if needed, I have a few other pot options as well, but for now this is what I have on mine. If you like this video, please help us by hitting the like button or subscribe to our channel. Learn how to create your own bonsai trees by enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. We explain techniques like pruning, wiring and repotting, and you can ask questions to the teachers. For the curriculums and free lessons, go to bonsaiempire.com/courses.